We English and Dutch classic fleets raced each other from historic Durgerdam to picturesque Hoorn, each trailing a clog. We chased the wind and hoped to capture an enemy clog whilst retaining our own. But halfway across the Markermeer, something strange caught our eye, and maybe our prop. Wireweed. Is it just a nuisance, or are we in trouble? Let's find out. Please take a moment to help promote this channel and hit the like button. Thanks. We've reached Durgerdam, so we're only 2.5 miles as the crow flies from the centre of Amsterdam, but it's a beautiful, quiet place, a former fishing village with a really nice sailing club. We did have to contend with box moorings, but nothing we couldn't overcome. What could possibly go wrong? What could possibly go wrong? This is the morning palaver.
Has there ever been a major event, you know, with coming together of vessels or something? I think we might be getting there today.
We might be getting there today. So we're going to be given 10 metres of twine to tow our decorated clogs, with the aim of stealing other people's clogs during the sail to Durgerdam. As Luke just said, what could possibly go wrong? Quite light winds, so I'm not sure how fast we'll be sailing. Evasion may be difficult. That's Lighthouse Island. Not many lighthouses in the Netherlands. And these light winds, even a little bit of wake from a passing barge, it's enough to stop us in our tracks. We're trailing our clog astern, feeling slightly vulnerable because there are loads of boats behind us. However, we have managed to snaffle a Dutch clog from one of the other boats, the Bermudan boat. So let's see if we can hang on to our own clog. We're sailing a bit off the wind to get better boat speed. I think most of the others are going dead down and poling everything out, bed sheets and all. Let's see how we get on. We'll have to jibe across them at some point. And we're not allowed to cross the shipping lane apparently, which I didn't realise. We've got a daring attack from one of the Dutch captains, Jan Blank. It looks like it's attempting to take the Cape Cutter as a prize, or maybe Clytie. It's very, very light wind, so everything's happening in very slow motion. It's all about the boat handling. Rick is going for the small boat advantage and is sculling his boat, and looks like he's aiming for the Cape Cutter. And a clog is captured. We've got another part of the fleet behind us.
I've gone round onto the wind. What wind there may be.
Got to keep an eye on them.
Doing nothing.
They're all going very deep. Our strategy is to go a bit more off the wind, so we'll see if that pays off. Update. Well, the clog is a bit closer to the boat now because the string is shorter on account of it was raided by another boat, but they dropped it. So I jumped in and swam over to it and grabbed it to prevent them from keeping it. They've given up now and have sailed on, and we're towing it again behind us. Some have given up. The barge is motoring. Luke's gone for a swim. Jan Blank over there, not to be underestimated. We've changed our strategy and we are now dead downwind, because that seems to be the best thing. It's a game of who can get the most bed sheets in the air. So we've poled out the staysail. It seems to work better than poling out the jib. The boat hook rests neatly into the tabernacle, and it seems to work okay. And we are catching what wind there is, and we're making a colossal 1.7 knots currently. The Marine on Clytie is obviously not wearing his red coat, but he's using small arms to deter boarders. But the Dutch skipper is not put off and is giving chase.
They still got their clog.
He is onward, holding out their staysail. You on a closing course with them, Nikki?
Overtaking boat.
Fair enough. Well, we lost our clog and we were going very slowly in these very, very light airs. 15 miles to go, so if we want to get there before tea time, we have to put on the engine. That's what we've done. Some are still sailing. These three boats here are sailing absolutely beautifully. It's a shrimper on the right with some kind of large pulled out jib going beautifully. It's all proper bed sheet weather. The more canvas you can get up, the faster you can go, but even then not very fast.
Lola Hilda, over.
Oh, so hot. Got these little fans though. Awesome. Pretty much everyone's motoring now. The bigger boats are making a better job of it. The mighty windbreaker still flying her massive red jib. Looking lovely. Well, that's a lot of canvas she's got aloft there. Lalu's started her engine, so she's putting her motoring cone up. Fleet behind us, rounding the headland there, looking absolutely lovely. This whole area is very shallow. It's only just about 4 metres. And one of the problems that we were warned about was a kind of weed that grows in the water and can entangle boats. And apparently there are all sorts of stories of people coming to offer their services to drag you off for the princely sum of €1,500. So we've been told that this area is pretty clear. I have seen some pieces in the water, and there are enough other boats sailing about to reassure me that this is fine, particularly all the local Dutch sailors in our regatta. Well, that was an interesting experience. I think we encountered some of this weed. I noticed that the revs twice dropped a little bit, about 200 RPM each time. And then I noticed our speed was slower, and it felt like we were down for power. Couldn't see anything just peering over the side of the boat, but going into neutral and then giving a massive burst of astern seemed to dislodge, I think, a whole load of weed. Maybe it somehow got caught through the gap between the rudder and the prop. Don't know, but we're kind of back to normal now. It definitely made us more alert to the problem. The wind has perked up all of a sudden, and we've turned the engine off, put the sails up, and now we're a proper sailing boat. Hooray!
Intermittently.
Nikki can hear the noise, I think, of the tops of the weed scraping along the bottom, maybe. definitely weedy. There's patches of weed. There must be quite long stems because we're in about 4 meters of water here, and you can see the tops of the weed every now and again. Very strange. We've been told to keep well offshore. Well, a couple of miles. We're heading straight into our destination over there. Well, actually we're not. I'm heading off at the moment because of the weed. But lots of other boats around. Seeing a gaffer from this angle. Look at the beautiful curve on that mainsail. Everything all lovely and parallel. Entering the harbour at Hoorn. Large marina off to the left. I'm not going to use that one. An anchorage in front of the town. You can go into the town with a lock and everything, but we have spaces inside the marina over there.